Hello, everyone. RBG King Kid here, back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. In the previous video, we started the tournament up for the throne, and we got ourselves a runner, and yeah, we're pretty much the underdog here, but hey, having a 5,000 ranking or whatever isn't that bad. So we've literally taken the first step, and granted, to be fair, before the tournament, your theme was like at 8,000, so supporters. All right, what about runner activities? Doesn't the runner seem a bit grimy? As long as we're cleaning at home, we should pitch in with the cleaning. Who knows? We might even stumble on some stuff I got left lying around. Cleaning, huh? Oh, we could do some cleaning. Is that in here, or is that down? That might be in the next one. But I also kind of want to read. You know what? For today, let's do that. I mean, we'll be in here for 3 days, or 4 days, 4 nights, or whatever it is.
Come on.
This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that unrest modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lithium bending over sure strengthen our legs, yeah? Oh, max MP will increase. Okay.
This?
How many washing machine? Washing clothes can sometimes come to mind too. Max MP.
Understood.
Oh, okay. No.
Understood.
So we got max HP and max MP here. If I do cooking, do I get anything specific? Using the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Some ingredients shops here. Maybe nearest one shopping. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Ooh. Ooh. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us the culinary specialties. Not right now. I might say that for the final day. Bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I can read are New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. You know what? Fuck it. Let's read Pride and Persuasion. Book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started yet. No, it's probably left it here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. Read this book and make it more eloquence. Sure.
What's that?
Oh, I like that. Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section is part of the basis. I'm curious. Like, okay, so obviously I've looked at the trophy list of this game. And there is a trophy list for like debates or something along those lines. So I'm curious if this is more so where my royal virtues will come into play, is more so during those sections of the game. So first impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? Gain the upper hand to exploit them without mercy. To gain the upper hand. So you can gain the upper hand, perhaps?
No kidding.
Oh, I see. Feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. I feel like I could play close attention to the art of persuasion and increase my eloquence.
All right.
Ooh, that got me 4. And yet it barely went up a bit. Holy shit. Do they literally only make wisdom easy to go up from level 1 to level 2 just so that you can do that dungeon? Well, then again, I feel like during the quest that it had for us to increase our wisdom, I feel like that's kind of what gave us the most points, was that thing. I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. Still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Who loves a short, peaceful respite? I do. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is shrouded in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with the Starworld Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels next morning. While in the encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we meet Martira. Our first time camping on the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited. It'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone?
Thoughts?
How was that ride, eh? Smooth as butter? Luxurious as a palace? Awe-inspiring, tear-jerking? Sure. This runner's such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Oh, full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Won't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly. But that's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. Yes, this baby will sure be flying close to the end of the game where you'll be instantly able to travel to whatever location you want to go to.
Hey.
Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up too much. Care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Sure!
Now then.
So next up is Martira. It feels like yesterday when I first arrived at the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you. We went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Well, to be fair, what the fuck is that weird box thing there? Is that supposed to like represent the king or something? The, you know, Hephaestus the fifth, the big face king guy. Anyway, I mean, to be fair, the power that we awakened is apparently tied to the souls of the old heroes of old, so...
Speaking of
which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? They had no allies.
What's that about?
Maybe they lacked allies.
Oh, I see.
Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero king of old. I'm actually curious if we will get another, party member who doesn't awaken to an archetype similar to, Grius. I was like, what's his name? Grius. I wonder if we'll get another party member like that, but he stays around. All that... All this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there? Well, we go by followers. You know what? I'll check that in the morning. Hey, went up by 4? Not even halfway there. Jesus Christ. And that's after 2 other times my imaginations went up, which I believe was 4 on their own too. Well, 4 combined. I think each of them were 2. Or each of them could have been 3. I honestly don't remember. Come now. It's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. I love the map. Like, the map is so interesting. That's honestly one of the things that came with the Collector's Edition that I really liked. I mean, I liked everything about the Collector's Edition. Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning, dear. My dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping cars more than exceed your expectations, eh?
True.
Well, better than I feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged gal. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
Knew it.
Oh, hell, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would have never been able to run through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nurse? Damn it, we're missing out on all the deals on Idol's Day! We'll arrive in Martira in 2 days, huh? Ah, okay, so if I talk to Stroll, I can increase my courage. If I talk to Hulkenberg, I can increase my wisdom. Or I can go back to read that book and increase my virtue. Or not virtue, my other thing. Let's see what people did. Did weapon maintenance read from the book? Well, I guess that's all you can really do, huh? Did weapon maintenance. So is that talking to Stroll? Discuss battle strategies. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Battle strategies is probably Hulkenberg. Read from the bookshelf, which is probably what I'll end up doing. And did weapon maintenance is probably talking to Stroll. Laundry, which is increases your MP. Okay, here we go. I fucking can't remember what I was gonna say. Look at the cat! Oh, hello. There's a cat picture there.
Oh, hey.
So I literally sparkle. That's hilarious. Okay, let's finish our book. Actually, I'm curious how long it takes to read some of these books. In the middle of reading it. Let's read the book. Maybe I should have saved this to see. Sure, others will agree with you. The next part reviews some basics. If you make a flawless first impression as a discussion process, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you this cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unreceptive. In these situations, it's your challenge. You must shock their sense to break down their walls. Shock their sense, huh? How do you go about doing that down? Scare them. Pretend to cry. Stare them down. Stare them down?
Look at that.
Stare them down or something?
Sure.
I'm sure that would come as a shock to some people, but most would probably just assume you're glaring. That probably wasn't the best answer then, huh, was it? Only 3 that time. Maybe I should save just so I can get the better benefits of those. Actually, is there... Fuck, it's probably already going to load. It's probably already going to autosave by the time I'm done with this. Amazon's agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but there's actually a lot to consider. Did I finish reading the book? There's still more pages left. I'll pick it up from here next time.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Hey, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magma surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we go get a closer look? Whoa. Tree of Prophecy.
Wow.
Oh, wow. It's so pretty.
That's...
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree, located somewhere within the country. whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magala in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree. No, sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magala. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Naraz pulled a sheet of paper and brush from his pocket and began drawing the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Naraz, how did you get so good at drawing? Practice, my boy! Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me? You're sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. Huh. Received Naraz's research picture. This drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of the place to a viewer who has never been here. We're going to be giving that to Maria, huh?
Hey there.
Hey, why don't we give that... Yep, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time on Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria. Ave Maria. Huh, a magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classifications? Precisely! Galaxy is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
I love Galaxia, holy shit. I'm turning our attention back to the tree. I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. Took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has brought my wisdom.
All right.
Ooh, up we go. Oofta. I am so curious, like, again, in Ways of Persona, is there a way I could get all this shit maxed out in the first playthrough? I'm sure there's, like, better answers for some of those things, so. It might be something I look into when I do a New Game Plus, but I don't really want to look into any strats or stuff like that for now.
From hungry gazes.
Especially since, like, the good news is, as I mentioned before, when you hang out with your compatriots and raise your stats, not stats, when you raise your bonds with them, that would, they automatically go up. I wonder what kind of place Martira is. Okay, so... Tree of Prophecy. Could increase our imagination more with Hulkenberg, which I just might do. Check the campfire. Or the insects gathered by the campfire. Oh, apparently I can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway. I should try and catch one. Dream Eater Moth. Count one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Grand Rod could dazzle even the darkest nights. Out here, you can barely see the horizon. It's a comforting reminder of home, if I'm honest. I just couldn't appreciate it from a swaying gauntlet runner. Feeling better now? Yes, I ate a bit, and that helped. I almost envy Hulkenberg's ability to eat anything. Anytime, anywhere. I haven't always been this weak, but the swaying takes me back to times I'd sooner forgot. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey in a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how the people who survived are facing now. Damn, look at that.
well met.
Ah, well met. Don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? They're calling past, plan for the future. Let's do it. This power we've awoken to. I have all sorts of questions, but I really find curious are those forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool, it's bizarre, it's kind of scary. It's cool.
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the design intriguing, but I was not speaking of how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct the power as one directs a horse by its reins. So, probably the scary one probably would have been the better answer. Man, it's not a big deal, but still. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to comfort their fears and anxiety, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to take diligence to maintain our food reserves.
All right.
Went up by 4. Probably like 2 more things of 4 going all the way up. It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet. So I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Look at I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
And the age of a new king draws nearer. Hey, Animu!
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
Boy.
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah!
Should we just ignore them?
Remember, from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Doesn't seem like they're trying to land a failed shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting
Why?
as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
I'm hinges to win Lewis's favor. Can Ford ban Gladel if he's one of Lewis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Ooh. I mean, I really don't want to help him out, but fuck it.
How about we see how it plays out?
No, I think we should step in on Gladel's side. I know, I don't like it either, but if we want Luis's favor, this might be the strategic play we need.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
Aye. Say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us?
Okay, then it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortland one. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
To be fair, I fucking hate your religion, so...
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your
Blah, blah,
petty
blah, blah,
ruses
blah.
are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
I wonder how this fight will go then.
Petrification magic!
Merchant! No, not this.
Merchant!
Let's do this! No. Merchant! Ah!
I'll bite his power. Shatter!
Nice hit!
Observe.
That was perfect!
Shun!
No. Merchant! Burn to ash!
Witness the power of Sanctism! What could you hope to achieve?
Ow.
Kneel before him!
Captain's hurt.
Ow.
Let's get him some healing!
Mother!
Come at me!
Help him back up! He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us. Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Don't forget me!
Right on target!
You disgrace the Sanctist way. I will usher you to his side.
This won't do.
Well, are you prepared?
Ow.
What could you hope to achieve? Dear God.
He knows we can't attack him.
Let's go.
He's toying with us.
Strike!
Useless.
Don't get slow.
God damn it!
I knew you'd help.
Witness the power of Sanctism. Take this.
Is that all?
What could you hope to achieve? No holding back.
Right on target.
Let's come
Nice
forward.
with
Royal
soul.
Soul. Shatter!
Close your eyes.
A tough one.
It's too early to go to his side. This
Worthy
can't
foe
be.
after
I
all.
shall vanquish evil.
To him, I return. More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of Sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my
Hang
brothers.
in there.
Sanctism
Ow.
will reign!
I won't hold back. We can do this.
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever.
Observe. Healer! No. Healer!
Shun!
Well, are you prepared? Burn to ash! Charge!
Sanctism will reign! Hit hard.
Ow!
Let's get him some healing.
Fuck!
Sanctism will reign!
Only a flesh wound.
Here they come.
Hey,
Oh, power of heroes!
are you alright here?
I owe you.
Witness
I shall
me,
vanquish
brethren.
evil.
The power of ice!
Okay, if I can find a weakness.
He's their weak point.
Okay, he's weak to ice.
This should help.
Oh, I definitely should have bought more shit before we started this, but oh well. Oh, I'm dead again.
Captain's hurt bad.
Still fight.
Get some healing.
God!
Captain's
Damn it.
Don't underestimate me!
Are you prepared? Be frozen!
Hit their weak point.
Know
Keep it up,
your
Stroll.
place.
I have a bomb of life, which is nice, but
I shall fight. I shall vanquish evil.
The power of ice! Witness
By
me,
this power.
brethren!
With healing power.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Sanctism is supreme! Sanctism will reign!
Sanctism will reign.
Take this!
What?
Captain's hurt
Here they
bad.
come.
Now,
Let's get him some healing.
come!
Healing up.
That helped.
Captain,
No
your place. Down.
Be frozen!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Strike!
Perfect punch.
Heal up. I will not let you die.
Thanks.
Sanctism will reign! Take this!
What can I do?
Badly
Brace
wounded.
yourselves!
Can anyone heal
I
him?
call upon royal power within.
Hit their weak point.
Witness me, brethren!
We can do this.
Trust needed.
My thanks.
Stroll. They sapped your defenses.
Are you all right?
Heal up.
I can't. I
Yeah.
shall vanquish evil.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
You rotter.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Oh, hey.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Guess we'll have to see another day.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in
I was
the
about to
flesh.
say.
What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Tryst.
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shoot.
And shoot.
Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love.
Nah.
You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Ooh, call me a pretty face.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
I'm fine. You should be talking to our driver over there. There's no romance in this game, so...
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
I knew it. I was like...
No, the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden Workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno! The kingdom's greatest singer! The goddess diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Ah, this makes it so much better. Hulkenberg, I love you. You are amazing. I've literally never left my village before it got burnt down. How the fuck would I know anything?
Really? No one else wants to shake hands?
Hulkenberg is so adorable.
Then, on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Who is that? Is that Luis?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Oh, yeah, that's him.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Saintist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? Well, I'm definitely not saying this. Become king to help you. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't really want another kiss ass. But I feel like the whole to become king, I feel like that's something he'd like be like, oh, I'll just strike you down too, so fuck it.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
I am curious about her awakening.
Think this changes anything. Come on, Hector.
Come on, Hector. Okay, Godold. Can I get a Scooby snack?
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
As the chirping birds return to their nests.
Way to spend my day.
The gauntlet runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beams of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the gauntlet runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Is it time for us to get our not awakening, but
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
it's time to get our bond with him.
We go check on him.
What's up?
Hey, nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Camaro when we get into Martira.
This one's important.
Providing a Spock. All that the nurse once knew is living in Camaro, a village near Martira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed Nereus. Ah, fuck. Damn it.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Is there a way I can... That... Not that it's a big deal, but it's like... We left Nereus, who's developed into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Golem Runner. So we'll arrive at Martira this evening, then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage can never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I am grateful. It's just hard to shout while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that?
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Maybe this quest that he gave us is probably what's going to start our bond with him. Kind of similar to how it was with, what's her name? Brigitte.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
All fights have casualties.
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers?
Oh, sorry.
These Bernie borders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Whoa, that looks good.
Is this some kind of smoked
Is that
dish?
a worm?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm.
Yep.
It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
'Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. Looks great. I'm not sure about this. Looks great.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you too.
It's food! Though I don't know how you can eat it with a spoon. The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
Okay.
Here's where we are now.
That looks like some kind of a thing there.
Nice. Let's see here.
That's rival gauntlet runner.
Let's see here. Here's where we... Alright.
Here's our current position.
Let's see.
That's Sans Camp.
Let's see here.
That's Giant Swords. That's Giant Sandworm's nest.
And let's see.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save the time together. We'll get the job done. Just have our reward ready. We'll get the job done.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit.
I mean, I'd try anything once.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow.
Schedule.
Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I had a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet with the lady of the town first thing in the morning. So get your beauty sleep, okay? Can I walk around or can I only stay in here?
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Borden, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveler. Please make yourself comfortable. The bed's on the back, past the door next to the desks.
Got a moment?
Ah, okay. Guess we stay here. Yeah, don't mind me. I've only just arrived here just now. As it's not like I overheard that conversation you just had with Barden. And even if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody. I never would have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you want to know about the city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. Can I... You know, that's actually kind of a weird thing. If you talk to someone once, you don't really get to talk to them again unless the speech bubble is still over them. Oh man, feels like forever since we slept in real bed. Bet we'll sleep like logs tonight. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed, which makes this Hamesley offense all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given into despair. It is an interesting thing. Hulkenberg, you've been an MVP for this part. You fangirling over the senior, which I'm so curious as to how you're going to react when she joins us, because goddamn yes, she looks straight up like a party member. And I'm 100% certain she is, so... Finally free from those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? I love a good inn.
Yeah.
Nothing beats a bed at an inn.
Right?
I can see the monsters out there where we camped on the runner, so I rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Nurse would come inside with us. But I suppose if the runner's a castle, then he is the king. Let's turn in. Got nothing else to do.
Good night.
Rest well. Alright, who's gonna wake me up so I can read my book and I fall asleep during it?
The new king draws nearer.
He was like, hey, wake up, I want to read your book. Fine. Here you go. Hey, I can only read a page. Wow, what a beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept, though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
I want to Carrigan Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs of the Stairstone Market.
Here we go.
Brown should have kept up an appointment for us. Let's head to Carrigan Castle. Can I buy shit first before I do anything? Oh, the rumors of abducting just make my skin crawl. I can't stop thinking the buggers might be prowling around as we speak. I want to run away, but I cannot leave the farm. See, when you don't have a gun, all the running, leaving is no trifling matter.
More people missing.
All right then.
Oh, it doesn't really look like we have a... We have a tavern, but it doesn't really look like we have a shop or anything here. I mean, we have a shop, but not the shop that I want.
Hello there.
Welcome. Care for some water? You won't find more refreshing drinks anywhere else. Mellow milk. Ah, there's the poster. Pray and be saved. I feel like I've seen these all over the place. Warden never misses an opportunity, does he? The other cats are copying him and putting up posters too. Are we sure he's the one that started this? Oh, you listen here. I'm saying this for your own good, alright? You never know when the kidnapper's going to show up. So if you're going to lie down by your ears, man, go somewhere safe. For even you won't like getting kidnapped. I'll tell you that much. Oh. God, I'm actually curious if this has anything, like, what is this about? If this is going to be anything special. It may not be, but it's still something I'm curious about, so. Nidia tribe. Characterized by their iridescent eyes and hair, members of the Nidia tribe lack the conspicuously noble features of other tribes. They are known to be gregarious and talented at flattery. Many have their hometowns to make a living, or may have left their hometowns to make a living. Some make it a name for themselves as both compelling and strange figures. Colonies comprised wholly of the Nida are rarely known to exist in any part of the kingdom, making them a mysterious tribe in some way. So their characteristics is basically their hair and their eyes. Okay. So I was about to say, then how can you really differentiate them between the Eldas? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got one more tribe left. We have the last of the 8 tribe. Sanctorus. Oh, okay. It's basically sorcerer and sorceress. Junon Sanguinis, a beautiful Nida songstress whose extraordinary voice is praised throughout the kingdom. She often appears at major yearly events held by the royal family and the crown theocracy. She is also tremendously popular outside the kingdom. Her cohabitation with Luis led many to suspect they are lovers, though in reality she's more of an adjutant. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. And honestly, that's why I thought for. So as well, roast sandworm, Kaiden workshop. Right, we need to go find that too. So I'm actually curious if we're able to look around a bit in the town or not quite yet.
Just a sec.
Hey, what are you doing? Just gonna barge in there. I'm not having any new bounds in the moment. Everyone's caught up in the incidents. You know the ones. I think reception should open again by tomorrow. But can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyway?
Now what am I to do?
Know what am I to do? Oh, there's another thing. Abolish taxes. It's your money. Reclaim freedom for commerce and for yourself.
That sounds right.
Sounds like something a merchant would come up with. But the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. What would happen to people who can't work? Besides, if there were no taxes, how could the kingdom help anyone? It'd be every person for themselves. See, now that is somewhat the right of it in a way.
Ah, closery.
The one taken recently was a friend of my daughter's. And she was so young. I'm afraid my daughter will be next. You must pray. And for what else can we do? God shall provide. Fuck you and your God. Your God is dead and I killed him. So you're the ones Bond said we're here to help. Oh, what's your business here? We have business in Carrion Castle. Can we get there going this way? Castle, eh? In that case, you ought to take those stairs on the other side of town. Not that you can't get to the castle this way, but... Oh, it's just an unpopular little byway, is all. In times like these, don't you agree it's safer to be where there's lots of people? You're right. We shouldn't be taking any weird detours, thanks. I'm taking a weird detour.
Let's not.
Hey, if we run too far, we'll end up lost. Fuck you.
Unstinking believable.
Now what am I to do?
Ooh, I actually kind of like the less amount of people in the loading screen there. It's not really the loading screen, but you know what I mean. I like the idea of it being less people. It's kind of the place we're at. Here we are. Here's our shops. Do I actually have anything to sell?
What'll it be?
Probably don't. Nope, not really. Damascus Vest. Recluse clothes. Gilded vestments. I'm actually still looking for just a regular shop.
Can't be.
I bet I'll get kidnapped next.
What'll it be?
What will I buy? What are you buying? What are you selling? I buy that at a high price. Ebony Abacus. Discerning Abacus. All stats +2. Damn. Leader's semaphore. Is that just... Oh, don't even have that for knights. I thought that was like a spear since it pierced, but I guess not. Master Centus. So it's just +6 of what we currently have. And it's +9, so... I won't buy anything yet. I gotta be very frugal with some of my money here. Which kind of sucks, but I'm sure at some point I'll be able to get more money.
More people
Bloody hell.
missing.
We're supposed to just go about our lives when someone could strike from the shadows at any moment? We should just offer up some convictions of or unwanted children. Say, you know any Elda one who would... An Elda no one would miss? Oh, please don't. He's not the sort for jokes. Lecture me for days. I'm worried, I tell you. Putting my foot in my mouth now and then. Can you blame me? Screw you. I'm not a child. My daughter's gone missing. Please help me find her. Ma'am, it's been 3 weeks since she went missing. Pains me to say it, but... No, I refuse to believe it. Children aren't just getting snatched up like that. Respect the old, tax the young. Of course, it's a raw idea. We live so long, the elderly would naturally gravitate toward ideas like this. But why at the cost of the young? Feels like the country would end up pretty lopsided. I think that's the last. I think that's the last race that I don't know about, the raw hog. Oh nope, right there. Have longer lifespans. Some live more than twice as long as the average of other tribes. They age at the same pace until adolescence. Yeah, okay.
And now.
Rich, poor, man, woman, hell, even child. Doesn't matter to them. They're ruthless. Usually you kidnap someone you got a purpose, yeah? But not here. It's down at spine-chilling, isn't it?
Whoa.
You're a new face. Oh, are you that helper lad I heard about? Didn't expect you to be the elder. I'll be fine, I brought my friends. I figured as much, seeing that massive gauntlet runner over there and all. Not that I think you can't do the job, yeah? If Boren picked you, then I believe in you. You'd think a kidnapper's scary, but this Hemsley fellow's beyond the pale. Heard he can command illusions. Anything's possible when he's able to abduct folks right off the street. Better be damn careful is all. Here we go. This is the shop I was looking for. Okay, give me a couple of these, please, and thank you. Might as well make it a nice even 10. Days, forget. Don't forget me. Gotta buy 5 of everything else that I don't have. 5 of everything that I don't have. Oh, except for these. I don't really care for these. And maybe let's just have enough so that I have 5 of all of them. So, might as well buy a few of these fairy dust as well. How much do I currently have? I have 2. So if I bought 18, how much is that? A little over 2,000. That's fine. Medical herbs. Let's buy a good amount of these. Let's go 37. There we go. Okay. Oh. For top performance, you need top mechanics. Visit Kaiden Gauntlet Runner Workshop. Hold on. Isn't this just a Gauntlet Runner advertisement? She's just using the term to make sales, not because she wants the crown. Anything goes, I guess. Are there any normal candidates? Depends on who you count as normal, I suppose.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all sold out of me today. Need to get out there and restock, you know. Do come back another time if you're craving some meat, okay? You don't look out of stock to me, unless they're all spoken for. What do you want? You want to shoot at the rock with all the faces? You can see the podium. It's not really a time to be giving speeches. I mean, it's a good idea, but we've got work to be on your timing. I guess. I guess that's true. Okay, let's head on to where we gotta go. You know, I like this because there's less people here. That's actually that's a nice little attention to detail.
Now, how did I
I
wind
let
up
my
here?
wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. Poor Barons and fair mopey about it. Bless them. When I told General Baron as much, his face felt like a dropped pie. He's a pure heart, our general is. But never mind that. I'll have to fight Heimsley, i.e. Keep your guard up then. Rumor has it he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier. Nobody could do so much as nick him. Must be quick on his feet. What's this building here? It doesn't seem like they're using it. What a waste.
Well met.
You're late. Poor Baron has been waiting on tender hooks. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Doesn't I keep her waiting, Let's be about it. The castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting this city to have such a rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I managed to city new peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle. I don't know, what if it ends up being the dude who is the right-hand man here? I don't think it's this guy anymore, but...
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Johanna is way inside. Let's go right now, if that's alright. Let's go.
Yes.
Please come this way, then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who
Milady.
have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
And that is why we're gonna be more... We'll be standing up more as opposed to everyone else. We help the people of the kingdom. We don't give a fuck.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me.
Uh-oh.
So what are we gonna do about Heisme?
I don't know, I trust your
We'll
instincts.
have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go. We should go.
Let's ask the people in town about the giant sandworm's nest. We might be able to get clues about the best way to strike his hideout. We want to gather information. Ask around too. Okay.
Boy.
Oi, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? Heard that you're gonna catch this Heimsley for us. Now, I just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that's gone missing.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworms? Unfortunately, no, I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
Good.
Really? That's at the Stairstone Market, right? Well, let's try asking around there.
Oh, anyone of
Oh, I'm playing with you.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all out of meat for today.
So, hey,
Oh, no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that's dangerous. When I go hunting, I give him a wide berth. How impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fellow by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworms, larvae. Oh, yeah, the armor shop's down here.
Can't be.
It seems we missed the mark with our assumptions. Spoken with the Guard Corps, but they know little on this.
What is it?
Giant sandworm? We Martinis love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larva is my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. You can't eat the parents? What a silly thing to say. They're the ones that eat us. Though that does remind me. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe still in town?
nice.
That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughface Square. I fucking love this face of Galacia. She's like, hell yeah. I'm a smug bitch. I know what I'm doing. Love her. Love it for her. God, I've said before, I'm gonna keep saying it. I fucking love the characters of these games. Like, they're all good so far.
An Elder candidate? No. Must have
Hello there.
What's that? You all, you have some business with me or something?
Hey,
You know, one at the tavern yesterday, we heard there was a merchant who got close to the giant sandworm. Close to the giant sandworm? Boy, hell, that's amazing. You got the wrong guy. I've only just got to town. Yeah, there's some rare weapons and armors to be found here. This isn't a bad way right now, but it seems I'm not the only merchant who's mind to stock up.
okay.
Got it. So not just one merchant who could have gone near the sandworm recently. Let's look around the square a bit more. Maybe we can get some more information.
Yes?
Giant sandworm. Sorry, young man. Don't know a thing about it. What I do know about is the next few days worth of bad weather. If you're interested, stop by.
Whoa.
Bad weather? Think that might affect our travel at all? Once we got things figured out, maybe we should go talk to a seer again. Bro, your eyes. That makeup thing. God, one of the things I love is I love that Galacia will sit on my thing, but I also love the fact that, like, when I ride on my sword, she will, like, attempt to hang on. If I'm going too fast, she'll, like, hang on. See, I love that too. I know I've already talked about that before, but it's still fucking amazing.
I can hardly think on it.
This headache. I'm well and truly destroyed. Not silly, hang over this. Blimey, I'm just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that?
I can hardly think on it. More people missing. What do you want to know?
You're at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Oh, working for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, he was blathering so loud you heard him whether you want to or not. Know where he is? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the Stun's informant, you see. I can tell you where the merchant is, among other things. But information is free, friend. How's 150 reef sound? Sure.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, a deal's a deal. It's the Easter kid in front of the fountain just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover. Yeah, I knew that was that guy.
Right.
Yes, finally got some useful information out of this guy. Now let's get to the fountain and talk to the merchant. Well, go see a merchant. Thought I already talked about it. I thought I already learned about it.
More people missing. I can hardly think of
Oh,
it.
my head. What is it? Yeah, God, please, this was me. Hey, is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandworms, Dan? How'd you manage to do that and live to tell a tale? Right. To tell the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, the story turned to me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now.
Oh, good.
Oh, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
Hello?
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Absolutely.
Good. Then we're counting on you. Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No
Yeah,
danger
that's
of that.
probably why.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
More? I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it looks like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
We rest inside the gauntlet run for today at Nuraz's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Very, very linear, right? I mean, granted, to be fair, here, I'll wait until we're in a proper time to talk. Oh, hey, more. Are you going to explain to me what the fuck happened?
Your journey is going well, it seems.
It's... I don't know really how to put this yet. Like, this game is somewhat linear. But it's linear in the sense of, like, how Persona games are linear. But it does feel like we really don't have a lot of free time for it, you know, in order to hang out with our bonds or raise our stats. Like, it doesn't feel like we have that much time for that. And granted, there might be more opportunities at some other times, but I don't know. Just for as of right now, it just feels very linear still. And granted, yes, the Persona games had that kind of long stench as well, but and I'm not saying it's a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. It just feels very... It feels very, we can't really do much yet. Like, we don't have anything to do. Yes, we'll have like 2 or 3 days of a free time thing before we should go. Actually, I'm curious if we'll go earlier, but we'll see. Hey, what's up, more?
You take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
You need that thing in the gauntlet runner?
Are you talking about that thing inside the gauntlet runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the gauntlet runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your gauntlet
teleportation.
runners swift
Okay.
any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad?
Are you mad?
Remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
What if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about?
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the gauntlet runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... Surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use the teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. What's going on? Whatever it is, I trust you, Clyde. Had enough missed deadlines on that road. Can I walk out?
Oh, come on. Come on.
All right.
Oh, dash it.
Oh, you could knock me down with a feather. I always thought something was strange. I thought I was a type of igniter. When I tried fueling it with magic, it was quiet as a mouse. Ran up and down the castle asking the other court engineers. No one had an answer. Couldn't even tell who to put the blasted thing into the design. Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
Well, only work at places we've been to. I'll focus on Martina as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey, are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. They really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's
What
not
do you mean?
powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brialhaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
Nope, won't work. Can
No
only do it for
reaction.
places I've been to. Wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the three great cities.
Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity, and you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. It is useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Right. To capture Heimsley, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around towns such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your missions have begun, your base of operations have changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. The departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. If you want to return to previous locations such as Grand Trod, open the world map on the map menu and select it. You can travel there using teleportation magic. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests or meet with followers.
Oh, that's right.
Only 3 days until we depart.
So?
We're up against a strong opponent, so we better make sure we're as strong as we can get to. Speaking of, I saw some bounties up at the recruitment center. I do? I have a reportable quest. What quest do I have? Oh, right, I guess that one. This is our main quest, basically. Find a spark. We need to go that.
More people missing.
Oh, I cannot believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but look serious. What's wrong? A fairy? Oh, aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Heimsley? You thought I came here on that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so we can maintain communications with other cities. They were all requisitioned by officials from the capital.
How did this happen?
Seems like they need them for the tournament or some such. But we rely on those pigeons for trade, medicine, and food stuff, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we deeply need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Camaro by July 11th.
Oh, what'll I do?
But no one wants to go out with a kidnapper about, so I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they need to go through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I cannot keep my job if things continue like this. If that happens, I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog.
Stupendous.
But that's where you and the gauntlet runner girls come in. Please save my job. Save the town. Of course, I can ask you to work for free. Let's say, is 7,500 Reeve enough reward for you? Leave it to me.
I'd so love your help.
Thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to buy one practical pigeon parcel for me. By July 11th if you could. Here, let me show you how to get to Camaro too. The merchants of Camaro have got other rare goods besides eggs too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there that'll be useful for your travels.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright, that's where we need to go for that other place, for that one quest too, right?
Whoa.
So this is Camaro,
That
huh?
reminds me.
Isn't this the village Neris was talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? Can't ask the villagers about the old man if we can't go. If we go.
Ooh. Let's see. So?
We only have so much time to spare. I guess we stop by the village on our way to another task. It should be all right. Well, that's why I'm picking up all these requests here first, so that I can go to all these places that we need to go to in case it happens. All right. Fuck. Huh. It seems like the apothecary place does not have sale on. Oh, but it's Metals Day. Hold on, what does that mean, man? Huh. I guess that just means they have discounts on days. Let's pick up this other quest here. Oh, aren't you a distinguished gentleman?
Oh, my apologies. You're right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Did he just steal my money?
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Grius's dagger is missing.
Pierce Grius's memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him. I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
We have to find clues that'll lead us to the man who took Grius's memento. Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey, you. The guy who stole our dagger. Any idea where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us.
Oh?
Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on, now even a hint? So that seems to know something. How can I get him to talk? What if I lend a hand to your face? Does that really work? My imagination is not high enough to know what to say next. Inspired, I could possibly get past his guard.
I'll be off.
Apologies, but it's time I got more profitable endeavors, little Elda. Run along now. I wish you luck. Okay, so I need that increased.
More people missing.
Do you have any other bounties for me? With everything going on, they all need hands on deck. We've got to get on patrol. So I'm sorry, but we'll be closed on July 2nd to July 4th.
Take a look.
You're the ones who took care of that bounty in the Trod Desert, aren't you? I've heard the rumors.
What?
Trodia Desert in south of Grand Trad, right? So how'd you know that? Our capital's pretty far from here. Don't underestimate the military. Each city shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it.
To you.
Anyway, you can look up the list of bounties from across the countries regardless of whether you are, and accept them too. So, fight your hardest and clear them up, alright? Gorbin Keen Forest Champion. Need to slay the Gorbin Keen in the Imp's Den east of Martira. Defeating Gorbers is in black may lure it out. The information in the vast Visca Alba Tavern in Martria should have more details.
Don't go get yourself killed.
Impressive name if it's only a gob-on rat to be praised over.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with go barns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Well, quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. Boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect. It's not bad. We do need funds for infiltrating Heimsley's hideout. We'll do it. Excellent. In that case, the Gormons are sulking the Imp's Den northeast of Martria. When the king's not around, a magic wielding Gorbal keeps other order within the horde. Take him out, and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. I bet you could get information about the target from Martria's informant. Not fond of having to rely on them, but desperate times. Bring me the Imp's loincloth once you've taken care of them. In exchange, you'll get the reward.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's see here.
Yes, apparently it's called the Imp's Den.
A village.
This place. Let's see. Let's see. All right.
Thought we're working. Better prepare for Heimsley. Let's hurry and take care of those go barns.
Just a sec.
I'm out of ideas.
That's why the information.
What do you want to know?
What's not something you would like to know? Keen of Imp's Den.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
First glance, it appears to be an ordinary force. But journeying deeper, you'll find yourself in the Goborn Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Gorbon is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you got business with the Gorbon King, who runs the horde of them, you're going to want to take out the Gorbons in black clothes. No weakness to speak of, but they love a good nap. And you can find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. You may already know, but don't go wielding a staff, yeah? Fly off the handle. Can't even control it. What else? There are also a lot of giant insects called vesps in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. You best prepare yourself with a spear or bow or something of the sort. That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing to that place. Okay. Village trading in Martira. There's a town a bit east of here called Comaro. It's quite nice. It's a nice, quiet place famous for the carrier pigeons. Got medicines and the bath salt called Fleeting Fountain of Youth. They should sell Orgo sugar too. They also sell accessories with various effects when worn. Bet they're right useful for travelers like you. It's all it is journey with a gauntlet runner. Why not play a visit? There are shops of all sizes in Martira. You can buy dough meat and Morakani meat from the butcher, and a specialty called the mellow milk from the water shop. In addition, there are some stands where children sell rock beans or fragrant spices and such. There's a village not far off with the oregano sugar, and there was also a kid selling plant seeds over at Cattle Racket Road. Well, you can't eat those till you grow them. Martira has a fine selection of goods. The people are honest country folk who will be proud to sell you a variety of seeds and harvest.
Thank you.
Glad you to help with the bond brought in. All the way from Grand Trad True. Thanks for coming. The town sacrificed so much already. I had a friend that I used to come here with, but now they're... Sorry, his drinks really led me to talk about depressing things. But really, please, this town's counting on you. Okay, so we have 3 days. I'm trying to think here. If I spend 1 day...
Where to?
If I...
Where to?
I probably don't want to hang out with Maria during... Well, let's wait first, but... if I spend one of the days doing these quests by going to that one place, and then I have to spend another day going to another place, and then I can maybe find a way to raise my imagination. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But anyway, guys, that's actually going to do it for this part of Let's Play Metaphor ReFantazio. In the next part, guys, we'll make our way to do some of these side quests and maybe tackle the kidnapping incident. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what do you think of the way that we have the fast travel now? Now, that is much better than the airship. Because I was always curious about the whole, well, how are we going to get back to the towns? Will that spend days? And lo and behold, teleportation. Which, hey, it works. I'm okay with that. So, yeah. Let me know how you guys felt about that. And, of course, making our way to Martira here. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RPG Kingdom Kids Twitter, are in there, too. Oh, excuse me. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.